Broadcasts of the City of Neenah Common Council meetings are produced by University Studios of the University of Wisconsin-Fox Valley. Neenah residents can get information about City Council meetings, City Committee meetings, meeting agendas, and other documents via the City website, www.neenahgov.org. Neenah residents can express their opinions about city issues or about these broadcasts by contacting the mayor's office, contacting their city alderman, or by completing the electronic feedback form on the city website, www.neenahgov.org. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited for playback.
All right, well, the hour of 7 p.m. has arrived. I would like to call the meeting of the Neenah Common Council to order for Wednesday, January 20th, 2021. Of course, due to the public health emergency caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, the meetings occurring at virtual locations that are accessed by the below link or on a conference call. Committee members and the public have the ability to access this meeting by utilizing the agenda, either the link or the conference telephone number. Also, all the proper notices have been given, and I will call the meeting to order. So the first item of business is the roll call. Clerk will call the roll, please.
Alderperson Boyette.
Here.
Veath.
Here.
Lang.
Here.
Landrum.
Here.
Borchert.
Here.
Spellman.
Here.
Steele. I don't see her in yet. Erickson.
Here.
Stevenson. I just saw Todd. There he is.
Had you muted.
Well, I'm watching from my iPad because my laptop doesn't have internet access for some reason. I lost it after the finance meeting. But anyway, I'm here and I don't know how to manipulate on my iPad, so I apologize.
We'll make it through. But we've got 8 aldermen present.
All right, there is 8 aldermen present, 1 absent. There's a quorum present. So welcome everyone. Today's been quite a historic day for this country, and we have a new president of the United States that's been sworn in. So I'm hoping good things for this country and this state and this city for the next few years, and especially the city. So let's see. Item number 2 is introduction and confirmation of some mayor's appointments. First item of business that I would like to do, and I don't know if Judy is joining us tonight. She had.
I don't believe she's planning on it. She was in City Hall today and she didn't mention it.
Okay. All right. But I just wanted to.
They said she's trying to call in because her link's not working again.
Okay. Thank you for that information. But I just wanted to acknowledge that we had given Judy Zaretsky a certificate like we do all of our volunteers. But Judy was special in many ways because she served as council for many years, and then she also served on the Park and Recreation Commission for many years. So Judy has decided to take a break and do things with her grandkids and that. And she even stayed on a little bit longer after her last term had ended until I could find a replacement. And we just want to publicly say thank you to Judy Zaretsky for her many years of service to the Park and Rec Commission, and also as an alderman. Mike, you have anything you would like to add? Katie?
Oh, I'm making it.
Yeah.
Yeah, video didn't work, but that's okay. No, Judy has just been a real blessing to me. In my 4.5 years here, she taught me some of the ropes and what I need to how to navigate in and around the process. So she's just been a great inspiration to me. I'm just surprised at the energy and enthusiasm that Judy brings to the city of Neenah, and I wish her well. We, from the commission and from our staff, we really do wish her well. She's still willing to do some volunteer work at Community Fest, so I can't wait to see her still out and about during that weekend.
So good. Well, thank you very much. All right, item number B. Mayor Crawford's reappointment of Lynn Altenberg to the Board of Review for the 5-year term that expires June 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
There's a motion by Alderman Bates, seconded by Alderman Borchert, for the reappointment of Lynn Altenberg to the Board of Review for a term that will expire June 2025. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of that appointment? Hearing no objection, that's so ordered. Mayor Crawford's appointment of David Williams to the Board of Review for a 5-year term that expires June 2024. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So, second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, is there any objection to unanimous consent for that appointment? Those two appointments, I'm sorry, that appointment of David Williams. Hearing none, that's also ordered. Mayor Crawford's appointment of Beth Stubing to the Business Improvement District Board for a 3-year term that expires December 2022. Is there a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion by Erickson,
Second.
seconded by Stevenson. Any comments or questions? I don't see any of these folks on here tonight, so there is a motion and a second. Any objection to unanimous consent to the appointment of Beth Stubing to the Bid District Board? Hearing none, that's also ordered. Mayor Crawford's appointment of Michael Veath to the Committee on Aging for a 3-year term to expire September 2023. Is there a motion? Motion by Bates,
Second.
seconded by Borchert. Comments or questions? Michael was one of the gentlemen that had applied for the recent opening in District 2 along with David Williams, so they're eager to get on some committees. And any discussion? If not, is there any objection to unanimous consent to the appointment of Michael Veath to the Committee on Aging? If not, that's so ordered. Mayor Crawford's reappointment of Jack Speech to the Landmarks Commission for a 3-year term that expires July 2023. Is there a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion and a second by Jane Alderman Lang. Is there any discussion on Jack Speech's reappointment? Seeing no one, I would ask unanimous consent for the reappointment of Jack Speech to the Landmarks Commission. Hearing no objection, that's so ordered. Item number G, Mayor Crawford's reappointment of Ruth Streck to the Landmarks Commission for a 3-year term expires July 2023. Is there a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion, seconded by Jane Lang, Alderman Lang also. Ruth is also a reappointment. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, is there any objection? Unanimous consent? If not, that's so ordered. Then item number H is my reappointment of Nate Van Zeelen to the Landmarks Commission for a 3-year term that'll expire July 2023. Is there a motion? Alderman Lang moves.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Bates. Any comments or questions? Any objection to unanimous consent for that reappointment of Nate Van Zeelen? Alderman Lang.
I just wanted to say I really appreciate the hard work of all three of these individuals on the Landmarks Commission. They've all been on for many years, so just wanted to tell them how much we appreciate them.
Thank you. Yeah, they've had pretty much the same crew for quite a while now, so that's nice. Any objection, unanimous consent? Hearing no one, that's so ordered. Item number I. This is probably the most we've ever had at one time. Item number I, Mayor Crawford's appointment of Jim Weiss to the Parks and Recreation Commission for the 3-year term that expires December 2023. Is there a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion by Alderman Stevenson. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second by Alderman Boyette. We do have Jim joining us tonight, so welcome, Jim. You want to take a minute and a half and tell people a little bit about yourself? Go ahead.
Well, I'm not sure I can fill up a minute and a half. Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Yeah, thank you for considering me for this, and I appreciate your backing on this. It's been a nice move over to Neenah, and I'm looking forward to getting into the Parks and Rec. I worked with Mr. Kading for about 8 years, no, for about 5 years, I guess it was, while I was chairman of Parks and Rec before, and it was good to work with him. I look forward to working with him again on this. So, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Good. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your service. Jim moved from the village of Fox Crossing saw the light and moved to the city of Neenah. So,
Yes.
no disrespect to my friends at the village, of course, but we appreciate your interest in getting involved again. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of Jim Weiss to the Park and Recreation Commission? Hearing no objection, that's also ordered. So welcome, Jim. And then also Mayor Crawford's appointment of Jim Weiss to the Sustainable Neenah Committee. That will also be for a 3-year term that expires December 2023. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Borchert, seconded by Lang.
Second.
Seconded by Lang. Any discussion? Hearing no one, is there any objection? Unanimous consent? If not, that's so ordered. So that takes care of all our appointments and reappointments tonight. Congratulations to all those individuals, and a sincere thank you for stepping up and volunteering to be on one of these commissions and committees. And I always like to tell people, if they're interested in being on any of these, they can just contact the clerk's office or go online to appointments, and they'll find the application process and fill it out and get it into us. And we really appreciate it. Stephanie, you'll be sending out cards to all these individuals explaining how they can come in and get sworn in that, correct?
Yep, everyone will receive a letter and an oath in the mail. They can either do the oath with a notary or come into the office and take care of it with us.
All right, thank you very much. Item number 3, approval of council proceedings of January 6, 2021 regular session. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
There's a
Second.
motion by Lenram, seconded by Jane Lang, to approve the proceedings of January 6, 2021. Is there any comments, questions, corrections, or comments? Seeing none, any objection to unanimous consent? Hearing no objection, that's so ordered. Tonight item number 4, we have a public hearing to consider amending section 26 through 178 of the Neenah zoning code relating to single-family attached dwellings. This is a public hearing, and I would open the public hearing if anyone's on here who would like to talk to us about amending sections 26 to 178. This is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, called the zero lot line or something. I forgot the exact term, but I will open up the public hearing at this time on this section of the zoning code. Is there anyone here who would like to address the council on that topic? Anyone here who would like to address the council in the public hearing on amending the Neenah zoning code section 26 through 178 relating to single family attached dwellings? All right. I don't believe we have anyone, although I don't know if someone's trying to get through here or not, because I can hear some noise, but all right. We will close the public hearing then, and we will move on to the Plan Commission Public Services Committee reports that pertain to the public hearing. Item number A, there was a Plan Commission meeting held on this. Alderman Lang.
Thank you, Mayor. There is no report at this time other than we held this and discussed it. And is Brad on to give insight on our direction?
I don't know if Brad is on tonight or not. I think what
He's here.
is
He was here earlier.
Yeah, he's here.
no, that's the wrong Brad. Wrong Brad.
Schmidt.
Oh, there's Brad Schmidt and Brad Viget.
Yeah, we want Brad Schmidt. Brad Viget, do you have anything to say about this? No, just kidding.
No, I don't, Mayor, and
Brad,
I wasn't really paying attention, so I didn't know which Brad you were looking for.
All right, we're looking for this young, good-looking guy here, Brad Schmidt. Sorry, Brad. Not you. All right, Brad, go ahead. You want to
Yeah, so the Plan Commission did discuss this at the last meeting. There were some questions about minimum lot size that I'm currently doing some research on. We did have a number of members from the public who did speak in favor of amending the ordinance. So I think once we get those questions answered, we will have action at the next council meeting.
It's a pretty good summary, yeah. So, Brad, this had just come up. Brad brought it before the Plan Commission, and there were some questions, but I will tell you the realtors, the builders, a lot of other communities are undertaking this, and I think when you read it, you'll see that it could help our lower income housing market. There are ways that we could this could help that those individuals in the lower income housing market find a new home. So that's a good positive out of this. So we'll save this till the next time. Item number 6 is a public forum. We have the public forum every council meeting. It's an opportunity for citizens to come before the council and address us on any issue that we would like, that they would like. And the council will hear them out. Is there anyone here tonight who would like to address the council and the mayor on any issue? John Skirms, go ahead, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to say I'm looking forward to working with you all and appreciate any help, advice, counsel looking forward.
Good, well, welcome. John is a candidate for the 1st Aldermanic District, and at this point, he's the only one who's filed, filing deadlines passed. So thanks for coming, John. Anyone else here who would like to speak to the council? Seeing no one else, I will close the public forum. Item number 8 is the consent agenda. Is there a motion on the consent agenda?
Move to approve.
There's a motion by Borchert, seconded by Alderman Lang. Is there any comments or questions? I know there's been some discussion regarding item number B. And I don't know if anyone wants that one taken out and voted on separately or anything, but it appears we are making progress on getting the license back. So no one asked that it be taken out. We will vote on the 3 items that are in the consent agenda. So any objection to unanimous consent of the consent agenda? Seeing none, hearing none, that's so ordered. Those 3 items are approved. Thank you. Item number 9, standing committee reports. The regular Public Service and Safety Committee meeting of January 12, 2021. Chairman Bates.
Thank you, Mayor. There are 4 items. Item 1, committee recommends council approve acceptance of the efficient disinfection of police vehicles coronavirus emergency supplement grant in the amount of $6,521, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Bates. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Lang. Comments or discussion or questions? This is a grant that we were able to receive thanks to some of the people in the police department that wrote this grant, so we appreciate that. All in favor of approving the acceptance of the efficient disinfection of police vehicles coronavirus emergency grant in the amount of $6,521 will vote aye. All those opposed will vote no.
Alderperson Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
Sundrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
and Boyette.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. And that's 8 to 0 with 1 absent. Did we get Danae back in yet? No, huh? Okay.
Item 2, committee recommends council approve the Arrowhead Park Design and Engineering Agreement for Millview Drive Railroad Crossing with SEH Incorporated, including 4 tasks, separate tasks. Task 1, preliminary project design and coordination for $16,100. Task 2, easement property expansion and railroad coordination for $77,750. Task 3, Office of the Commissioner of Railroads petition and hearing for $13,750. And Task 4, final design and documents for $17,600, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Bates. Is there a second? Seconded by Alderman Lang. Discussion. Any discussion? Alderman Erickson?
Yes, I was wondering if you could please explain task 3.
Certainly. Task number 3, there's a process by which we need to go through as a city to approach the railroad, and we have to work through that process. There's several meetings that it takes to upgrade or improve a railroad crossing, and that's what task number 3 will accomplish.
I was just wondering, since you would be talking to the railroad, I know you're talking about the crossing, but is there any ways that you can also talk to them about cleaning up that area in that general Arrowhead Park triangle?
I agree with you, Tammy. I think there's a need for the triangle to be cleaned up. I certainly would like to encourage them that as we move forward with park development and creating a space that's unique and pleasurable and pleasing to the eye, that maybe they'll help come along with that process. So we'll certainly encourage that. I'm sure Chris is we're not just going to encourage it, but we're going to demand it. So we'll have to have some internal discussions about how we get that accomplished.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Chris has got the hammer coming down.
I can tell you, Tammy, that I did call, put a call into their government relations person in Washington, D.C., who has told me that they would always be willing to take my phone call. I have not heard back at this point yet, but there has been a few discussions with them at times. They tell me that that's their working area, and they understand that, but that it's an area that they stage at and things like that. So I asked them if they could look at for a different place to stage, or if we could be helpful in maybe finding them a different place to stage those types of materials, but nothing became of that. But we'll have another discussion, and I'll put another call into them, and maybe at that same time we're talking about what Director Kading has to, maybe we can talk to him about that issue too. So good suggestion. Working with the railroad is very difficult. They're governed by a whole different set of rules, and we may have to even maybe get the state railroad commissioner. We could even maybe talk to them to see if they could help us. So, all right, go ahead. Item number 2. Alderman Boyette, you have something to add? Go ahead. Alderman Boyette.
Yeah, I'm just curious why we haven't gone that route yet, because we're spending a lot of money on this area and it's going to be a prestige part of our city, and then we're going to have this junk pile over here by the railroad who is like God and can't be touched and can't be bothered, and they run all of everything. So I'm very concerned that we're spending this money and we don't even get the replies or communication from these people.
I'll just reiterate, the railroad is.
Is there a reason why we haven't gone to the local?
Why we haven't went
go
where?
ahead.
Why we haven't went where?
To the local rep first.
Well, because they tell us we have to go. They tell me we have to go up the ladder. That they're not. They don't have the ability to make those types of decisions at the local yard. So we'll keep on it. It's not a crisis. It's not to the point yet. But you're right. Everyone's right. When the park gets done and everything, it would be nice to have that moved or whatever. The moving of it was my suggestion to them on trying to find a different location. And who knows? Maybe they are. They're a big operation, and the railroad goes. They go through the city pretty fast, but I think the wheels of their government move pretty slow on these types of requests. All right, anyone else? If not, item number 2. Item number 2, Alderman Bates, or Alderman Erickson, I'm sorry.
I think we're waiting for the vote.
Yep, we have to do a vote.
We did not vote yet. I'm sorry. I apologize. So all those in favor will vote aye. All those opposed vote no as your name is called.
Alderperson Lang.
Aye.
Landrum.
Aye.
Borchert.
Aye.
Spellman.
Aye.
Erickson.
Aye.
Stevenson.
Aye.
Boyette.
Aye.
And Bates.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
All right. That motion passes 8-0. Alderman Steele still having some difficulty, so I just texted her, make sure she has the right numbers to get in that, but she's still talking to me, so I don't know what's going on there. But go ahead, item number 3. Yeah.
Just comments on Alderman Steele. Last time I had a difficult time getting in, and I think it was because I didn't close out of the finance committee meeting correctly to go back into it. So if you could maybe have her check on that,
Right,
maybe it'll be
good suggestion. Thank you.
Item 3. Committee recommends council approve the design and engineering agreement for Phase 1B at Arrowhead Park as defined in the scope of services with SEH Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $101,000, utilizing 2021 CIP budgeted funds, and I would so move.
Second.
Second.
Here, there's a motion by Alderman Bates, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Any discussion? Questions? Seeing no questions, all in favor will vote aye, all opposed will vote no, as the clerk calls the roll.
Alderperson Lendrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Wyatt,
Aye.
Bates,
Aye.
Aye.
and Lang.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
The motion
Item-
passes.
Item 4, committee recommends council approve the preliminary resolution 2021-01, sanitary sewer lateral construction on Fairview Avenue, Isabella Street, Lawden Boulevard, Marathon Avenue, Olive Street, and Washington Avenue, and I would so move.
Second.
Second.
There's a motion by Alderman Bates, seconded by Alderman Lendrum. Any discussion? This gets the ball rolling on those street construction projects for this year. So all in favor will vote aye, all opposed will vote no, as the clerk calls your name.
Alderperson Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Wyatt, did we lose Alderperson Boyette? Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
and Lendrum.
Aye.
And I lost Alderperson Boyette. I think she's coming back.
All right, we will close the roll and she can ask unanimous consent if she gets back on. Go ahead. What was the?
7-0 with one temporarily away and one absent.
All right, thank you very much. That motion passes.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you for your report. Then item number B is the special finance and personnel committee meeting of tonight, January 20th. That also, it will be Chairman Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. Reporting out from the Special Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of January 20th, 2021. Item number 1, consideration of committee recommendation regarding resolution number 2021-2, providing for the sale of approximately $11,750,000 general obligation promissory notes, and I so move.
Second.
There's a motion by Alderman, excuse me, Erickson, seconded by Alderman Stevenson. Any discussion or questions? Would anyone? We do have with us Brad Veath here to answer any questions. Stephanie, Clerk Chesak, go ahead.
Yep, I just need the actual motion from committee that Alderperson Erickson said consideration of their recommendation, but I'm assuming it's approval, but I just need to know that.
The motion was to recommend the resolution number 2021-2, correct?
For
That's
approval?
correct.
For approval.
Yes.
Brad, is there anything you'd like to add before we vote?
Yes, Mayor, I would just to explain, I guess, that this is just a resolution that authorizes Baird and city staff to take the necessary steps to bring back a resolution finalizing the issuance of notes. The notes repaid over a 10-year period are going to fund capital projects previously approved by the council. The estimate for the interest rate on the notes, a 10-year repayment, is 1.34%.
Okay, thank you very much. Alderman Bates?
Thank you, Mayor. Brad, at the finance meeting, you mentioned that you would be sitting in and listening into what they're doing with this promissory note proposal. Is that something open to the public?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
That's something when this goes up for sale that you would be sitting in on it.
Oh, well, we're monitoring bids. So mechanically what happens is we write specifications, bid specs, and those are released to underwriters nationwide. We receive all of those bids back then from anyone who's interested. They're received electronically. And we accept them up until a set date and time. So in this case, it'll be February 3rd. The time hasn't been set yet, but it'll probably be 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning. We can't see the bids until the time expires. We can see if a bid has been submitted. But yeah, then I'll be monitoring once those bids are submitted. We'll see all of those interest rates. And then from there, we verify that the lowest interest rate bid complies with the specifications. And then we also confirm that the second place bid complies with the specifications. In the event that the first place bid walks away, then we would recommend awarding to the second place. So yes, I will be monitoring that. Director Easker also monitors those bids coming in. As far as it being open to the public, it's really not open to the public. However, any council members who would want to share, I mean, the information will all be public once the bids are received, but there's really not a mechanism that the public can monitor the bids as they come in.
Too bad there's not a Zoom opportunity here. It would be great.
Now, if Marge and Forrest would like to bid on the $11 million, they could do that, correct, Brad?
We can certainly arrange that, Mayor.
Okay, well, there you go, Marge. There's an opportunity.
She'd have to fully disclose her status with the city, though.
Not if the interest rate was great.
Forrest is a member of the sewage commission.
All right. Well, thank you, Brad. Brad Schmidt, you got anything else to offer since we asked Brad Veath the other question? All right. Anyone else? We've been kind of kidding these last few times that we've borrowed money that pretty soon they're going to be paying us to borrow the funds. Do you expect that same environment, Brad?
We are in a historically low interest rate environment, and it's great that the city can, in these next few years, we have some significant capital projects. It's a nice opportunity to lock in very low rates.
Yep, thank you. Well, I keep thinking back to my first home loan at 1981, I believe was 17%, $34,000 at 17%. And
hope you've refinanced.
You're still paying it off.
Only 3 payments to go. Because the mayor hasn't got a raise in 8 years. Oh, okay, let's move on. But yeah, it's a good environment, that's for sure. All right, so we have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 2021-2, providing for the sale of approximately $11,750,000 general obligation promissory notes.
11 million.
11 million? No, 11,000. Okay, $11 million. $11,750,000. And there's a motion and a second. All in favor will vote aye. All opposed will vote no. As a clerk calls your roll, calls your name, please.
Alderperson Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Boyette, Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
Landrum,
Aye.
and Borchert.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
All right, that motion passes. Alderman Erickson, you're muted.
Sorry. Consideration of committee recommendation to authorize the police department to fill an upcoming sworn staff vacancy by temporarily adding one additional sworn staff member no sooner than March 1st, 2021. This was made as a recommendation to council, and so I so move.
Second.
Can you,
There's a motion
can
by
you be sure,
Alderman. I'm
can
sorry,
you
there's
just be sure to add the language, Mike? I think you will have the language that Todd added to that motion.
Mike, do you have that you could just state, please, in the motion, for the motion?
Yeah, the additional language from Alderman Stevenson was simply to have Chief Olson report back to committee on a monthly basis to provide an update on the status of the number of sworn officers.
Okay, so is that was who made the motion again? Alderman Erickson.
Right.
Alderman Erickson moves, seconded by Alderman Boyette. Okay.
Correct.
Questions, please. Alderman Bates, go ahead.
And so to clarify, that's a motion to recommend for approval.
Correct.
Thank you.
Well, isn't it to approve it? I mean, it's not to recommend anything. We're approving it. The motion is to approve.
The authorization to hire.
Recommendation.
Okay, approve the recommendation. Yep.
Correct.
Gotcha. Anyone comments or questions? I commend the council for their listening to us on this one. This is kind of out of the ordinary, but I think a good case was made for it, and I think it's a good decision. So thank you very much. All in favor will vote aye. All opposed will vote no. As the clerk calls your name, please.
Alderperson Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Boyette,
Aye.
Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
Landrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
and Spellman.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
That motion
Thank you.
passes. All right. Thank you very much, Chairman Erickson. Then we will go to item number C, which was the regular Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of January 11th, 2021. Chairman Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. Reporting out from the regular Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of January 11th, 2021. The minutes can be found on the city website. Item number 1, the committee recommends council approve the 2021 intermunicipal agreement with the city of Appleton for dial-a-ride cost sharing, and I so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Approve the 2021 intermunicipal agreement with the city of Appleton for the dial-ride cost sharing program. Discussion or questions? Comments? Seeing no one, all in favor will vote aye. All opposed vote no. As the clerk calls your name, please.
Alderperson Stevenson,
Aye.
Boyette,
Aye.
Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
Landrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
and Erickson.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
That motion passes.
Item number 2, the committee recommends council approve replacing the deputy city attorney with a legal assistant / paralegal. My computer's, there we go. At the salary grade of H3 and authorize staff to fill the position. And I so move. And I would also like to ask Attorney Westbrook to explain the change.
All right, first of all, there's a motion.
Sec-
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Boyette. City Attorney Westbrook, go ahead.
Yeah, so this change comes, currently there are 2 attorneys in the office. However, with Attorney Godlewski retiring, he and I spoke and we both agree that what the city attorney's office needs is 1 attorney and 1 really good legal assistant or paralegal. So this is restructuring the DOLIS office. So now there will be 1 attorney and 1 legal assistant or paralegal. The reason that it's the and or is because they both can do the same job. So it's really about experience more so than that degree. But that person will primarily be drafting documents, doing a lot of review and things like that, helping out with municipal prosecution now that that's staying in-house. So that's what the structure of the change is. And I'm happy to answer any more questions if there are some.
Any questions?
Yeah, I concur on that change in that proposal. It is exactly what is needed for the office long term. A good quality paralegal with organizational skills and document management abilities would be crucial, along with the other tasks that City Attorney Westbrook mentioned.
All right, thank you very much. Anyone else? Adam, what was the name of that former guy's name again? Former city attorney?
Oh.
Washed up guy.
Not even out the door yet.
Deputy
right.
Santa Claus.
There you go. Anyone else have any comments? See no comments. There's a motion and a second. All in favor will vote aye. All opposed will vote no. As the clerk calls your name.
Alderperson Boyette. Alderperson Boyette.
Alderman Boyette.
I don't think she can hear us. We'll keep moving and see if she comes back. Alderperson Bates.
Aye.
Blaine.
Aye.
Lendrum.
Aye.
Aye.
Borchert.
Aye.
Aye. Spellman.
Aye.
Is still missing. Erickson.
Aye.
Stevenson.
Aye.
And now Boyette.
Aye.
Motion carries
Aye.
8.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Alderman Boyette votes aye. There are 8 ayes, 0 noes. That motion passes.
Item number 3, the committee recommends council increase the HR recruiter / coordinator position from 20 hours per week to 30 hours per week, and I so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Erickson. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second by Alderman Boyette.
Second.
There's a second by Alderman Boyette. So there's a motion and a second. Discussion on this item. Alderman Lundrum, go ahead.
Yes, looking over the minutes of the last meeting, it reminded me that Chief Clone said after this year, hiring would slow down. And so what departments, I know police are coming up with a lot of retirements, right, Lindsay? What other departments are coming up for a lot of retirements that you feel like you needed to increase that position?
Yeah, so as I mentioned in the memo, about 40% of our employees right now are eligible today or will be eligible in the near future. I'm happy to send a breakout to you all. I would say Fire will slow down for a little bit or be a little bit slower, but then we'll pick up as well. Finance, public works, parks and recreation, community development, all of those departments are at about 50% eligible, so they're a little bit higher than even the 40% for the general population of the city.
Okay, it would just be interesting to see that breakout. If it's easy to do, that would be great. Thank you.
I will send it to you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you for the question. I would just say that we talked about in committee also, Alderman Lundrum, there's a lot more facets to HR nowadays, and with onboarding and all the different legal things that have now become part of the HR culture, and that there are some things that everything's getting done. Lindsay wants to make sure people know that, but she believes that they could even do a better job and more of things that she would like to do as the manager of that department, that if we can see our way to giving the generalist or the recruiter 10 more hours a week. All right, anyone else? Seeing no one else, all in favor will vote aye. All opposed will vote no, as the clerk calls the roll, please.
Alderperson Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
Lundrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
and Boyette.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
That motion passes.
Okay, item number 4, the committee recommends council authorize the modification of the grade of the community development and assessment administrative assistant position from grade G to a grade F, and further reclassify this position from full-time to part-time, and I so move.
Second.
There's a
Second.
motion. There's a motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Alderman Stevenson. Discussion. Hearing, seeing no discussion, clerk will call the roll. All those in favor vote aye. All opposed vote no.
Alderperson Lang,
Aye.
Lundrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Boyette,
Aye.
and Bates.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
That motion also passes.
That concludes my report.
Thank you for that report. No plan commission meeting to report. Item number B is Board of Public Works meeting of January 12th, 2021. Vice Chairman Bates.
Thank you, Mayor. 2 informational only items. Item A, the board approved pay estimate number 2 for contract 11-20 Lakeshore Avenue Street Construction to Summers Construction Company Incorporated, Shiocton, Wisconsin, in the amount of $59,784.90. The board approved change order number 1 for contract 4-20 water main and concrete street construction on Green Bay Road, Tuller Road, and Marathon Avenue to Vinton Construction, 2 Rivers, Wisconsin, in the amount of $66,305.43. For a council action item, item A, the board recommends council approve final payment for contract 4-20 water main and street construction on Green Bay Road, Tuller Road, and Marathon Avenue to Vinton Construction in 2 Rivers, Wisconsin, in the amount of $161,227.29, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Bates.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Stevenson. Contract 11-20, pay estimate number 2. Discussion on this item. Director.
No, that's final payment 4-20.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry about that. Oh, change order number 1 for contract 420 final payment. It said, yeah, this is the final payment for contract 420. Sorry about that. Looking at the wrong one. Is there any comments or questions? Seeing no comments or questions, all in favor will vote aye. All opposed will vote no.
Alderperson Lundrum,
Aye.
Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Boyette,
Aye.
Bates,
Aye.
and Lang.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
That motion passes. I do want to say that, you know, I got a lot of positive comments on Green Bay Road this year. And, you know, we did have an incentive clause in there for them, and they were able to meet the parameters of that incentive clause. But a lot of good comments from not just merchants, but, you know, of course, that's a very busy street usage by a lot of people in the city. Also, Green Bay Road, or Tuller Road went real smooth in my opinion. And good comments there too. So I think the contractor did a good job. So I want to point that out. Go ahead, item number B.
The board recommends council approve pay estimate number 1 and final payment for the rec boat launch dredging project to Radke Contractors Incorporated, Winnet County, Wisconsin, in the amount of $153,114, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Bates, seconded by Alderman Lang. Approve the final payment for the rec park boat launch dredging project. Is there any discussion? Seeing nobody, all in favor will also vote aye. Any opposed, vote no, please.
Alderperson Borchert,
Aye.
Spellman,
Aye.
Erickson,
Aye.
Stevenson,
Aye.
Boyette,
Aye.
Bates,
Aye.
Lang,
Aye.
and Lundrum.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
That motion passes.
And that concludes my report.
Thanks for your report. Item number C is Community Development Authority. Is there any report tonight, Director Hayes?
Just briefly, Mayor, if anyone's been through the downtown, we have 2 of our 3 projects coming out of the ground. The Solaris project, I see the concrete trucks were there today pouring foundations. The plaza work is continuing, although somewhat hampered by utility issues that are being resolved as we speak. And lastly, the project on the mixed use on the corner of Church in Wisconsin, we're likely to see renderings and site plan approvals before the Plan Commission here probably within the next month.
All right, thank you very much, and appreciate that. Any questions or comments, Chris? If not, item number D, a report from the Library Board, Alderperson Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. The Neenah Public Library Board of Trustees met today at 4 o'clock. 2 items I want to mention is, the first one is the library is now open on Sundays. So for curbside service, and then if you would like to request an appointment for use of the computers, you can call the library and set up an appointment to use the computers. The other item is, we talked about the reopening of the library, and that will be discussed again on February 7th. But right now the library is only open for curbside service and appointments for computers. So that concludes my report.
Thank you. doing Sunday opening now and all curbside. So I was there to pick something up the other day, and they were doing a brisk business. Item number E is Neenah Arts Council. That report's also given by Alderperson Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. The Neenah Arts Council met on January 13th. Pardon?
No, go ahead.
The Neenah Arts Council met Wednesday, January 13th, and we discussed a variety of new, exciting ideas. One, we will be partnering with the Neenah Library on a project, and we are also going to be partnering with Neenah art students on several projects. So we are excited to get back doing what we do, is promoting the arts for all throughout the community.
Thank you very much for that report. There are no petitions, I do not believe, tonight. Any council directives anyone would like to discuss? Any unfinished business by anyone? All right. Under new business, I think we have Attorney Godleski. Jim, go ahead.
Alderperson Erickson had her hand up there.
I don't know what all this feedback is tonight. Alderman Erickson, go ahead.
At our last council meeting, Director Hayes gave us a great report on what was going on. And I was wondering if at our next council meeting, if we could have another department head, and I'm just going to pick Director Kading, if you could give us a report on what's happening with Park and Rec. I think it's really helpful for the aldermen to kind of get an overview of what's going on in each department. So I don't know if that's new business or a council directive, but I was really, really excited to see the information that we got from Director Hayes. So maybe going forward, we could do that.
Sure. And if you don't have a preference, we have a department head meeting tomorrow morning. I will bring it up and see who would like to go tomorrow, maybe at the next meeting. Maybe, you know, we could talk as a department head team and see who's ready to go, and something like that. Yeah, that's a good idea, and it's something that I thought, yeah, maybe we could do a little bit more often, because it's a good update and it makes you kind of think about and put back in your head when people ask you what's all going on. It's very helpful to get that reminder. So we'll do that if that's okay, Tammy.
That'll be great.
I'll bring it up at the meeting tomorrow morning. So Director Kaiser, it's your job to make sure that that gets brought up tomorrow, okay? To remind me, although I just wrote it down. So at our department head meeting. Thank you. Anyone else under new business? Otherwise, I will go to, first I will then go to City Attorney Godleski. Jim, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to take a minute. I didn't prepare a long speech because I didn't want to get accused of holding people up here longer than they need to be. It's getting late, I know. But this is my last council meeting as city attorney for the city of Neenah. And I just want to say that it's been a tremendous privilege to be serving the city in that role for 19 years. My first interaction with the council actually came on this council meeting, the second meeting in January of 2002. I came to that meeting to be introduced to the council and to sit through the council meeting to see how the interaction went. It also turned out to be the meeting where a certain police detective had raised a bunch of concerns about the police department, and I wondered what I was getting myself into. But the reality was I was coming to a community that was led by leaders that takes the common interest in mind and leads to benefit the common interest versus self-interest. And that's one of the reasons why Neenah is a tremendous place to live, work, and play in. The leadership that I have seen from both Mayor Shirk and Mayor Crawford has been tremendous in terms of bringing the city forward in so many ways in this community. I've been proud to be a part of those projects. I've been proud to serve the other department heads and work with a team of professionals that is second to none in the state of Wisconsin. I just wanted to say that I'm thankful for that privilege. I'm sorry it has to end. I wish it didn't have to end, but you're being left in good hands in City Attorney Westbrook. I think he'll do a fine job, and he's certainly shown his abilities at this point in time to the benefit of the city. I did bring, have delivered to each of you a cupcake because I thought it was just a sweet ending to a sweet time and career that I've had here in Neenah, and I want to thank you all for that opportunity, and I look forward to seeing you again in other matters and showing off my carpentry work as I'm going back to my roots. So thank you all.
Thank you, Jim. Chris, you can eat yours now. You can eat your cupcake now. Yeah, let's well, Jim, I need to remind you that your retirement day is February 4th,
right.
And there's a council meeting on February 3rd. So the current mayor may order you to attend that meeting also. So
okay.
You could probably tell him to go jump in a lake at that point.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you can do if I say no, but anyhow.
But I will tell you that, and then I'll call in Alderman Stevenson. I don't have a lot of prepared remarks tonight either, but I will say this: Jim has made my job much easier. This guy has saved, in my opinion, the city of Neenah millions of dollars in potential litigation. If you look back at the things that we've been involved in, he has convinced me many times that we can do this, or we could win this case, or this is the best way to go on a certain thing. So I've taken his advice to heart, and we've had a lot of fun, and we've had our disagreements, but his advice to the mayor and to the council has always been top notch. So we're going to miss him. And Jim, you've made Neenah a better place. And over the last 2 months, you have reinforced my belief that, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. So we wish you well on your retirement. And, we may or may not see you on February 3rd, but we'll talk about that. But, Godspeed, and, have a great retirement.
By the way, I wanted to mention that in case you have trouble reading the hieroglyphics and the notes that I attached to your cupcake bags, the Godleski hieroglyphics conversion or translation service will be available tomorrow morning.
I can't wait to see what that hourly rate is.
Yeah. Well, and we're all waiting to see what note was left at the White House for the next president, and we're all looking forward to see what kind of note you leave for the next city attorney. So we'll compare those two. Yours will probably be a lot nicer. So Alderman Stevenson.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. I wanted to take a second and at least acknowledge on behalf of the community the efforts of City Attorney Godleski. I first met Jim 19 years ago when he came into for the interview that I participated in, and I was immediately impressed by his professional presence, and yet his counsel is casual interaction. And that style is pretty consistent through his time here. His interaction with the council has always been at a very professional level and with a strong sense of integrity. Yet he never presented himself in a condescending manner like some attorneys can. Every task he worked on was driven by the goal of what is best for the city of Neenah. And Neenah is truly a better place today than it was 19 years ago. And in part because of his work ethic, his passion, vision, and leadership that he provided both to the council and as the leader of the Legal and Administrative Services Department. So thank you for all you've done to the city, Jim, on behalf of the city council and its constituents. We as a council wish you the best in your retirement. I am painfully aware of the fact that you are working on this woodworking project, and once I see its successful completion, I may be dialing you up. And finally, Jim, I meant to bring my Cub glass, but I forgot it tonight. So as you get into retirement, hopefully there'll be baseball. Go Cubs.
Go Cubs. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all very, very much. And we're hopeful. We are hopeful. We've had quite a few inside this building retirements over the past few months during this COVID pandemic. And, keeping our fingers crossed that there may be a mayor's brat fry this July or August, as there has been in the past. And if there is, we're going to bring back the cast of retirees that didn't get the proper send-off like normal, where we have something downstairs and get to say goodbye to them. So we will hopefully do that in July and August as soon as all these vaccines get done, and hopefully we get through this pandemic that we're currently in. So we'll see what happens, but that's the plan, just so folks know. So Jim will be back for that. So
by that time, Jim will have bought a boat and be out fishing.
Yep.
You might be right. So hopefully. All right. Anyone else have anything for the good or the order under announcements or anything? I'd like to just say thank you to Park and Rec and Community First. They had a winter festival last Saturday at Washington Park, and it was a balmy, like 40 degrees or something. The kids weren't able to go ice skating, but just so folks know, they were putting water on the ice rink today because it got colder the last couple days, and they're going to try and get that rink up and running possibly by the weekend. So they're preparing that, but they did have a winter festival. They were able to go sledding. I would guess, surprisingly, I was there and there was probably, I would guess, 70 people there, 70, 80 people, parents and kids. Hot Chocolate Community First was one of the sponsors. And, they had s'mores over a fire and did a whole bunch of other winter type activities. The police department was there handing out badges. And so it was kind of a fun little event and people were eager to get out. So thanks Park and Rec for doing that. So other than that, that's all I have. So anyone else? If not, committee meetings next week and we will see you then. So if we have them, they're looking at agendas and that right now. Is there a motion?
Move to adjourn.
There's a motion by Alderman Stevenson, seconded by who? Orchard?
I'll take it.
All right, go ahead. There's a motion and a second for adjournment. All in favor of adjourning, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thanks, Jim.
excuse me. Wait, excuse me. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, this is Samantha Parks and Jim Parks. We were just wondering if there was going to be anything said about the liquor license for Old 41 Saloon.
Samantha, yeah, way back, I almost stopped the meeting and told you that because I thought maybe you would miss it. Like item number 4 on the agenda, there was, it's called the consent agenda. And the 3 items on the consent agenda were approved by the committee, and yours was one of them. So that license has been approved. So I apologize. I should have probably, made you aware of that. So your license has been approved.
Yeah, it's been approved once the previously held licenses.
Which has been taken care of.
Okay, thank you so much.
Approved.
I'll call you guys tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay,
we
thank
are.
you, Stephanie.
Yep,
Talk
we
to you
are
tomorrow.
adjourned.
Good night.
Thank you. All right, anyone? We are adjourned. Thank you.
Broadcasts of the City of Neenah Common Council meetings are produced by University Studios of the University of Wisconsin, Fox Valley. Neenah residents can get information about City Council meetings, City Committee meetings, meeting agendas, and other documents via the City website, www.neenahgov.org. Neenah residents can express their opinions about city issues or about these broadcasts by contacting the mayor's office, contacting their city alderman, or by completing the electronic feedback form on the city website, www.neenahgov.org. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited for playback.